Hello and welcome to Manchester United, the D Unit's view. Today I'm joined by Alan, who is a Crystal Palace fan. Ignore that. He's just up and about because of the fact that I'm staying at his place. But we have just watched.
My hair's a bit wild.
We've just watched Manchester United against Wolves, and I'm telling you, we ain't impressed. Alan used to support United a long time ago. He lives in Croydon now. He goes, I've got to support the local team. So that's why
I supported. I tell you what, I supported Man United when I was a kid because my sister did, but also because Shelley Hawkswell did, who I fancied at school. So that's why.
That's as good a reason
and
as.
Do you know what? It was a great time. It was like David Beckham. It was like Roy Keane. It was like Paul Scholes. It was Nicky Butt. It was all the best players.
They were quality players. The problem is that Manchester United do not have quality players right now. In fact, what we saw today, Bruno Fernandes, the captain of the team, for the third time this season, Alan, he's been sent off.
But do you know what? I said to you, didn't I? That they don't have the discipline. You were saying about winning on Boxing Day. I said to you that was because of Alex Ferguson. Yeah. There's no discipline there. If you look at like Rashford and all these other players, they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit. So
I would agree. I would agree. 100%. At the moment, all we can see from Manchester United is just disappointment. Ironically, Wolves sacked their manager, have now had 2 wins on the bounce, new manager bounce. Ruud van Nistelrooy gave Leicester 2 games, new manager bounce. We had 2 minutes when Marcus Rashford put us ahead against Ipswich for 2 minutes, and since then, we've had nothing. It's like the players... I actually don't know what to say. There is no defending the indefensible. We have seen continuous defensive errors. The first goal today was Onana flapping like Bayern flapped against Tottenham. Are you kidding me?
Look, it's just there's no discipline in the team.
There's
no discipline in the team. If you look at a team like Chelsea, 100% they've bought the league, right? They spent £1 billion or whatever they spent on players, right?
True.
But the thing is, they're disciplined. Right, they've said basically, if you play well, you're in the team. If you don't, you're out.
Yeah.
With Man United, they've got a new manager, right? And they've got a new owner, and they're gonna buy a new stadium. They're gonna do it up or whatever. But the thing is, they don't have the discipline they had when they had Alex Ferguson. So all these players are just taking the piss.
They
just don't. They're not trying. I mean, Wolves really too.
Oh mate, 2-0. The worst thing is that the first half. So earlier today, Boxing Day, happy Christmas, everyone, by the way. Make sure you press the like on the video and subscribe as well if you're new and you support United. Because, this is probably how you feel right now. Pissed off, angry, what the hell's going on? Where are we going next?
That's how he feels.
What disaster are we going to next? And I'm going to the Newcastle game after they've just recorded another comprehensive victory. I'm scared about going to the football on Monday night and what I'm likely to watch. Because I tell you, from what I've seen in the last 2 games, it's been poor.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think that going into that game, right, Cunha, he's going to be on a ban. So he was out to prove something. Mate.
He had an assist and a goal. Are you kidding me?
You know, he's out to prove something. But the thing is, Man United have quality players, and they just weren't playing quality, and they just don't have discipline.
Do we have quality players, though? Who would you say is quality?
Well, Fernandes.
Well, he got sent off. 46 minutes into the game. We played 10 men for almost the entire second half.
But he shouldn't have got sent off. He's a quality player.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been sent off, but it was definitely a second yellow. Like, the ref was right. Like, he caught him well. I actually think, watching this game, the best player we saw, who's got the man of the match right now, Matheus Cunha. That dude ran us ragged the entire game.
But he's been great all season.
He has.
Well, not all season, but he's been great recently.
We've been linked with him. I actually think that, put him up front. He might actually create something.
Well, I think, what was the XG for some of the Man United players?
Shit, I actually can't, the whole game, I can't consider a time, other than when Dallo had a shot. It was like a curling shot just outside the box. Other than that, I don't remember a real chance. Yes, we pushed the last 20 minutes, but we had 10 men ran.
You're going hard. I mean, look, Man City have got quality players. I mean, they've got De Bruyne, they've got Gundogan, they've got Foden, they've got Haaland, they've got all these quality players.
It's United pod.
I know, but I'm just saying, they've got all these quality
players. They do, yeah.
They can't even beat Everton.
That's right.
1-1.
1 win in 13. At least we're not that.
But if you're going into a game with Wolves and you've got no discipline,
that's
got no discipline, right? You're not going to win. You're not going to win. You know.
So obviously, I haven't recorded one for a while because obviously I've been busy. I went to the Man United Bournemouth game on Sunday, and I actually felt we were disappointing, but we were unlucky. We dominated the XG.
You lost 3-0.
Yeah. We lost 3-0, but it wasn't like a 3-0 game. Like Bruno Fernandes and Ahmad had almost 2 XG combined, just couldn't hit the target. And that's the problem with Manchester United at the moment. We've got no clinical forward in the team.
So how do you feel about this game?
I just feel like it was a shit Boxing Day game. I don't think I've actually watched a shitter Manchester United team on Boxing Day. That's straight up what I would say.
Sluggish and slow?
They were just poor.
Yeah, I'll tell you
Predictable.
why. Because they've got no discipline, because they're full up with turkey. Yeah, they're full up with turkey and ham and mince pies, and they just don't care. They just don't care. I mean, 100%, let's be honest, yeah? Man City, right, with Guardiola, would have been like, we need to win this next game. We need to be on it. We need to win it. And even with those players that would have been on it, they didn't win against Everton. So
exactly.
a Man United team against this new manager, they don't give a shit.
The whole first half looked like we had one tactic. Give the ball to Ahmad and hope he can conjure something. The problem is that Wolves read it the entire first half, and they just went and sent out 2-3 players to guard him. He had nothing to work off.
Yeah.
There was no one backing him up, no one making overlapping runs. Højlund was not presenting. Every time we passed it to Højlund, it didn't stick. I mean, the biggest problem is that we have no centre forward that can score goals. You can get away with playing like shit. This is why City are struggling at the moment, because Erling Haaland has gone off the boil. I mean, if he was on form...
Do we say that he's gone off the boil? I know he missed a penalty,
yeah.
but would you say it's more the centre midfield?
No, I think Haaland's just gone off the boil. And I think that's the problem. Manchester United, for too long, we've invested in Højlund, we've invested in Xerxes. Neither of them are finishers. Neither of them are clinical enough to keep scoring goals when you need them.
So Darius is in some joint pain.
I am.
Right.
My back's hurting from watching Manchester United at unseemly hours.
So what's your solution then? What's your solution? Rather than coming with problems, what do you think?
I actually don't know what the solution is.
Is this live or are we recording this?
Yes, we are recording this. We're not doing it live.
All right, so what's your solution?
My solution is...
So
back in the day, Ralph Ragnick said we needed open heart surgery.
No. We're not talking back in the day. We're talking about now.
That was 1 year ago.
You're going to rinse out this new manager.
No, I'm not rinsing the manager. I don't think the manager's a problem.
So what's the problem then?
I think the quality of the players over a sustained period of time has dropped to a level where we are now literally we're a mid-table team. We are a mid-table team. We're 13th. West Ham have almost overtaken us, and they beat Southampton 1-0. If it wasn't for the fact that their goal difference is worse than ours, which currently stands at -3, FYI, last year we finished the season with minus goal difference.
I don't really care because Man United.
Mate, we are. But it's just poor. Like, watching us is poor. I get up and I'm seeing the hours.
And when you see a team that have got a high XG, right, but don't score any goals, what does that mean?
That means they're unlucky. Generally speaking, it means they're unlucky.
Well, you say...
But we aren't. We don't have a high XG team.
Yeah, but you say that. But the thing is, they're not putting the ball back in there. And this was exactly the same thing they had with the last manager.
Ten Hag. It's been
they,
ongoing for like 3-4 years. The problem is we have not signed someone that knows how to score.
And that is not down to the players, because the players, right, you might think it is, right? You might think it is, but it's more down to the mentality, right? It's more down to mentality. If you look at Man City, yeah, they've lost, what's his name, Rodri?
Yeah, Rodri.
Yeah, amazing player, whatever, they've lost him. And now suddenly they've gone shit. It's not just down to that one individual. What it's down to is they've been losing a lot of games, right? So their mentality has been broken, right?
Yep.
But also the other teams have been thinking, actually, this Goliath that we thought is a Goliath, we can actually smash him.
Yeah, that's right. We beat him. We beat him.
But
that's saying something.
With Man United, what they've lost is, since they lost Ferguson,
Yep.
right, they've lost this mentality that we're the Goliath.
Yes.
Right?
100%.
They've got this mentality that basically we're just an average team and whatever. For some reason, they're not putting the ball in the back of the net. Yes, they might be getting XG, and yes, they might be getting shots, whatever, but they're not putting them in the back of the net.
No, they're not. They're not.
So what they need to do is they need to basically, in my opinion, right, it's a mentality thing, right? They need to get a win, yes. Right?
They need a win.
But you're looking at look at Wolves. Wolves, right, have just lost their manager. They're in dire straits the other day, getting people suspended and all that, and they've just come back and beat Man United.
Out of the relegation zone now, I'm pretty sure, at the end of that game.
They're hungry because they've got nothing to lose. Because they're just like, well, fuck it, we've got nothing to lose. And I think that's the same for Man United. I think that Man United need to get into a mentality of like, we've just got nothing to lose and we just need to go for it.
The hard thing is, so we had Ruud van Nistelrooy overtake Ten Hag for like those 3 games. Went undefeated for those 4 games. 1-3, drew 1. Pretty good.
What were the teams you played?
Not teams you'd write home.
What were the teams you played?
We played Chelsea, drew 1 all of them. That was a draw.
Fair. And then the other just lost 2-0. Yeah, they just lost 2-1.
2-1, yeah. The other 3 games you'd expect us to win. Like, generally speaking, most seasons you would expect.
What were the teams?
I can't remember off the top of my head. They were like probably Leicester twice and someone else that was shit.
Well, look, what was the XG for Fernandes?
Poor tonight. I don't think it'd be close to 0 today. He was poor. He was literally poor. So I'll pull it up. I'm sure he's poor. We had Rasmus Højlund. His XG today was
who's the guy that I like? Who's the guy that I like?
Ahmad.
No, not him. The other one.
Anthony.
No, I hate Anthony.
He came on. Actually, Anthony, of all things considered, he actually wasn't bad. So the XG for Bruno Fernandes today was 0.09. Non-existent.
What's the other guy called that I like?
Xerxes?
No.
Mount?
No. Mount's injured.
Yeah, I know. That's Mainu.
No.
That's all we got. He's probably left
There's
the club.
There's another guy that I really like.
Garnacho.
Yes.
Yeah, he came on for the last 12 minutes.
Well, 12 minutes. It's too late. I like Garnacho. I think he come up through the ranks.
He did. We bought him from Atletico Madrid. Came up.
I think he come up.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. Like, there's something going on. I don't know how much he fits the system. It's like Marcus Rashford. 4 games completely out of the squad. Where's he going? He has to be being sold at this point.
Well, yeah. I mean, look. The thing is, the only truth that you have is your experience and what's happened before.
Yep.
And all the interviews has been, we'll see how he gets on in training. The thing about training is training is about, are you showing effort and are you showing ability for the team? If you're not showing effort and ability, they're not going to put you in team.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's it.
Agree more.
So if you don't want to be in it, you're not going to be in it. So all the players that they're putting out are the players that are actually showing effort. But you look at Fernandes, you look at all these other players, whatever that you put out, they're not putting the ball back in there.
No, they're not. That's the problem. That's been our problem for the last 3 years. We don't score goals.
I don't think it's a massive issue. I think, who's your next game?
Newcastle at home.
What, Newcastle at home?
Newcastle at home. Without Fernandes, at Old Trafford.
Why no? Because you got red for.
Isaac in big form. Gordon in form.
I think
I'm scared. I'm legit scared.
I think they'll do it. I think they'll do it. I think they'll do it.
Who's going to score?
Garnacho if they're playing.
Well, he'll have to play because
I think it'll be Ahmad Garnacho. I think it'll be Ahmed Garnacho. Who else have you got?
Well, Rashford's not in the squad at the moment. So you would think that potentially he comes back. I actually don't know. Like, at this point, I legit don't know how much further down the rabbit hole we have to go to come out the other side.
You're not going down a rabbit hole.
Come out the other side.
You just lost 2-0 to Wolves because you got a red card for Fernandes in the first half.
He's now lost. So he's had 6 games in the league. Drew of Ipswich, beat Everton,
beat City. Too much turkey, too much ham, too many sprats.
Beat City, lost to Nottingham Forest. Lost at Arsenal, lost at Wolves, lost at Bournemouth.
So who are you chasing in the league, really? I mean, the thing
no one. We're chasing the bottom 3 at this rate. Like, that's how bad it's becoming.
I just think, look, this is my prediction. I think next game, Garnacho's going to score.
Bloody well, hope so.
I think Ahmad will be involved as well.
I mean, Ahmad's been disappointing the last 2 games. Nobody the line.
He's young, and they brought him in, right?
23.
I mean, you got a great goalie.
Do we? Did you see the first goal?
I didn't see it. I wasn't watching it.
Direct off a corner. He flapped.
Shit happens. It's football.
Let's talk about that. And Nana did exactly the same thing as Binder against Tottenham. VAR was here today, non-foul. It was just crap goalkeeping. United keep on conceding stupid goals off set pieces. It's a recurring theme, Amorim needs to sort it out. I'm not having a go at Amorim here at all, but we have been poor tonight. Manchester United need to sort themselves out. They need to dust themselves off really quickly. We've got Newcastle coming in on Monday night hot. They are in good form. I'm concerned that we could get battered again at Old Trafford.
Newcastle ain't going to toast you. They ain't going to toast you.
But, mate, they're in good form. They won 3-0 against Aston Villa. They won 4-0
with what, 10 men?
Well, yeah, that's slightly contentious. We played with 10 men. We lost to Wolves.
Mate, you ain't going to lose against it. I'll tell you what, if you lose...
Right, here we go. This is what you need to hear.
Against Newcastle United, right, I'll give you 50 quid.
You heard it here first. Alan's going to transfer me 50 quid if Manchester United lose against Newcastle.
Yeah.
That'll make the day a lot more enjoyable. I'm going to spend 50 quid getting drunk, watching the game, and then if we lose, I know it's going to be refunded to me.
If you win, then you give me 100 quid. If you...
Oh, yeah.
No. If you draw...
What is this bet?
If you draw or win, I get 100 quid. Deal?
Draw? No way I'm betting on a draw.
All right, a win, 100 quid if you win. A draw, we call it even Stevens. But if you I have to think about it. I have no confidence in the team. No confidence in the team to make a bet on the team at the moment. They just are not playing good football at all. That's the best way of describing it, really. Yeah, it's just the way it is. Look, that is all we've got. I've obviously watched the game live. I am off to Newcastle. I'm off to Newcastle on Monday night. It's been a loose Boxing Day. That's just been disappointing. Off to Newcastle to watch the game?
No, off to United to watch Newcastle hopefully get beaten at Old Trafford. I will be there. Thanks for joining us. That's been Manchester United, the DNS View. Thanks to Alan for joining us. It's a one-off kind of a thing on this kind of a pod, but thank you, Alan, and at least you didn't lose. Cheers. Thanks for watching, boys.